Every thought, every idea, every little bit of information out there possible to be gleaned came from God. And he was the source. And that's rough to actually stomach if you grew up in a traditional church. But that's actually what it means. When we censor it and we limit its meaning, because, come on, y'all, you know when you go to church, right, that they never want to attribute anything bad that happens out here in the world to God. But he is the source. Come on, let's get real. That's the truth. We only like to give God credit for shit. We don't, and it's only the stuff that we see as good. That was good. So God did that. And if it was bad, the devil did that. The truth happens to be brutal. And the truth is open and honest. The truth don't care about no reputation. The truth just is what it is. The truth is. If God makes everything, God makes everything. It all comes from him. Got to leave it that way. Including our thoughts, all of them, all the sick ideas and the great ideas, the stupid ideas, the mistakes, the strokes of brilliance, the lapses of judgment, all came from God. They've all been sitting there in the eternal spiritual realm, waiting to manifest in this dimension, right? So nothing shocks God. Nothing stresses him out. He don't get all twisted from our perversions, and he don't jump for joy at everything that makes us happy. Our ideas of right and wrong and the way we judge good and evil is fucked up. And it's not the way God judges special, and God wants us to follow the rules in the way they're following the rules that they've somehow figured out that that's what God wants them to do. Rule number one, for most churches, you got to come to this building on a particular day, every week, stand on your head in the pew or whatever for this long, chant this shit, do a bunch of just gibberish, and sing these songs, and then you're going to make God happy if you follow those rules. It gives us this sense, a false sense of moral superiority. Just if we went to a different building, would that make us evil? If we went on a different day, does that make us morally bankrupt? If we, for some reason, don't stand on our head in a certain way and face a certain direction and disobey this part of the rule, are we evil? Is that an evil thing where you're just, oh, no, you stood on your head wrong, you're evil? Complete moral collapse. Morality has a lot more to do with our treatment of others. That's really what God cares about. Like Jesus said, the golden rule, you want to follow a rule. He said, do this, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Maybe be considerate. Or if that's too hard, just don't be a dick. He helped people understand the weakness of the law by making suggestions. The law has a rule that says don't kill, right? Jesus said, the truth is there's more to it than that. You guys suck. I don't kill anyone. I've never killed anyone. But that's bullshit. Jesus said, you run around here despising everybody, looking down your nose at people and hating all kinds of everything that they're doing because they don't keep up to your standard. He told them, why don't you try not hating for a change? Stop being a hater. And you may have never broken the rule, literally, but you break the rule spiritually all the time. And that's why you were spiritually bankrupt. They were. Yet externally, they were righteous. Life from. Many people look for love and speak about it like it's something rare, like something like we rarely get to find in this life. But love is all around us, every second of every day. Understanding that constantly, it's touching us as we breathe. Love is omniscient. Consider that. Love is omniscient. It knows everything that can be known. Love doesn't look away. Love doesn't turn a blind eye to sin or anything you do. Love has thought every thought, that can be thought, the best and the worst. Love understands. Love forgives. Love finds a way. And love conquers all. Omniscience and love are one and the same, not two separate things. They're intertwined. And consider this possibility, that omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence are inescapably locked together in perfect harmony. Now, of course, I can hear a long list of caveats people thinking out there, right? But there are none. God doesn't need you to make excuses for him. God, and that's what the church seems to do a lot too. God doesn't need you to try to keep him pure. God is every bit as holy as ever without your help. And God doesn't become less of anything just because we use our earthly judgment to decide what is good and evil. Even with a Bible in our hand, we suck at judging. Everyone thinks that. They hold a Bible. If I got a Bible in my hand, I know everything. And I can judge the shit out of you. Everything we think sucks when we're just a human. When we're ignoring the spiritual part of our identity. When we don't acknowledge our spiritual essence, it makes us stupid. It could make Einstein stupid, right? Is that the trick the serpent pulled on us? To get us trapped in a good and evil mentality? Always trying to judge what's good, what's evil, what's good, what's bad, right, wrong, all this. Oh yeah, it'll make you just like God. So we do. We hold our Bibles, we go to church, and we think we're just like God. The lie was, they weren't like God already. You're like God already. You don't need to do all this shit and follow rules to be like God. That makes you less like God. It's something you have to adopt into your mindset. And you can pray to ask God to help you understand it and get that in your mindset. But other than that, I mean, I don't have a ministry for you to give to. Maybe I need to do that. But I got some mugs for sale. I know that. And I'd appreciate you liking the videos and sharing it with your friends, hitting the notification buttons, leaving a comment. That would help me. I hear that. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm Dubl, Greg Aalvik, and we're checking out. All right? Peace. Double.